Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Lama Land there's a one-man band, and he'll toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's take off in the blue. Once I get you up there where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear the angels cheer because we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Just say the words and we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. So come fly with me, let's fly away.
Got her daddy's car and she cruised through the hamburger stand now. Seems she forgot all about the library like she told her old man now. And with the radio blasting goes cruising just as fast as she can now. And she'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a T-bird away. Fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a T-bird away. Well, can't stand her cause she walks, looks and cries like an ace. You walk like an ace now, you walk like an ace. She makes the Indy 500 look like the Roman chariot race. Like an ace now, you look like an ace. A lot of guys try to catch her but she leads them on a wild goose chase. Like an ace now, you drive like an ace. She'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a T-bird away. Fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes a T-bird away. Well, you knew all along that your dad was getting wise to you now. Now you shouldn't lie. And since he took your set of keys, you've been thinking that your fun is all through. You shouldn't lie, now you shouldn't lie. But you can come along with me, cause we got a lot of things to do now.
Louis, do a little show for us while we're
My life is brilliant. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel, of that I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man, but I won't lose no sleep on that, cause I've got a plan. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, it's true. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I don't know what to do, cause I'll never be with you. Yes, she caught my eye as we walked on by. She could see from my face that I was fucking high, and I don't think that I'll see her again, but we shared a moment that will last till the end. You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, it's true. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you. La, la, la. La, la, la. La, 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 la. You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, it's true. There must be an angel with a smile on her face when she thought up that I should be with you.
Now leave them on the front, brother.
So we shall start with the first reading. Please come and face to the chapel. Oh, sorry. Chains do not hold a marriage together. It is the thread, hundreds of tiny threads that sew people together through the years. Picture, if you will, hundreds, thousands of these tiny threads, as long as love. For instance, picture kindness, how smoothly it unfolds when people care as much about each other as themselves. Picture gentleness, when times are less than easy, a reassuring stream soothing words. And respect, the essence of being a partner, each one delighting in the other. And look at the joys and trials of being parents, the challenge neither one was prepared for. Imagine the tough, flexible fibres that nurturing their children created. And see laced around and through and everywhere, diamond twinkling filaments of laughter. These profound, priceless connections start so simply, with a smile perhaps, or admiring glance. Picture again these hundreds, thousands of threads, as long as love is, longer than life. Today a knot is being tied and the strands that Gary and Danielle have started to split out together. A love knot forever. Okay, you ready? You, Gary Jopling, and Danielle Mitchell, know that by your simultaneous consent, it is given publicly and formally in my presence and in the presence of the persons now here, accept each other as your lawful spouse, and with the confirmation of this fact by your signature, you contract a lawful marriage for all the purposes of civil law. You should further know that your marriage cannot be dissolved during your lifetime except by a valid judgment of the court. If either of you, before the death contracts a marriage while this one remains unresolved, you will thereby be guilty of bigamy and be liable to the consequences provided by the law. Now, you have to repeat after me, please. I call upon all persons here present
I call upon all persons here present
to witness that I, Gary Jopling,
to witness that I, Gary Jopling,
accept you, Danielle Mitchell,
accept you, Danielle Mitchell,
as my lawful spouse,
as my lawful spouse,
to love
to love
and to share with you,
and to share with you,
as from this day,
as from this day,
moments of joy and sorrow,
moments of joy and sorrow,
wealth and poverty,
wealth and poverty,
happiness and unhappiness
happiness and unhappiness
throughout our life
throughout our life
until death to separate us.
until death do separate us.
Okay. I call upon all persons here present
I call upon all persons here present
to witness that I, Daniel Mitchell,
to witness that I, Danielle Mitchell,
accept you, Gary Jopling,
accept you, Gary Jopling,
as my lawful spouse,
as my lawful spouse,
to love
to love
and to share with you,
and to share with you,
as from this day,
as from this day,
moments of joy and sorrow,
moments of joy and sorrow,
wealth and poverty,
wealth and poverty,
happiness and unhappiness
happiness and unhappiness
throughout our life
throughout our life
until death to separate us.
until death do separate us.
Thank you. As from this moment, I pronounce you man and wife. You are joined together by a free consent in matrimony, and you owe each other love, fidelity, and respect throughout your life. This marriage constitutes the fulfillment of your life and links your destinies on good and rainy days, in happiness and unhappiness, in wealth and poverty until death to separate you. On the basis of equality, you should face together all the problems and all the difficulties of life. Together, shorten the purpose of marriage, each one according to your capabilities. You have both the right and obligation to take care of the upbringing and education of your children so that they will become useful and good citizens and free personalities.
That's all we've done.
Daddy, you may place the ring on Daniel's finger, please.
Slightly Vaseline.
Okay. So, Daniel, you may place the ring, please. Well, we shall continue with the second reading now.
The Apache wedding blessing. Now you will feel no storms, but each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, but each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no loneliness, for each of you is companion to the other. You are two persons, but there is one life before you and one home. Turn together to look at the road you travelled, to reach this, the hour of your happiness. It stretches behind you into the past, and look to the future lies ahead. A long and winding, adventure-filled road whose every turn means discovery, new hopes, new joys, new laughter, and a few shared tears. May happiness be your companion. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years to come. Go this day to your dwelling place and enter into your days together. May your days be good and long upon the earth. Your adventure has just begun.
Thank you want to come on this side and try and I think it's going to work better.
Is it this?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, mate.
How do I do that?
Just come through here, you're fine. Come from this side from here.
Daddy?
Oh, well, staying nice and close to the tail, because at least just a little bit of blood on your face. Okay, you'd like to come for this last shot for me? Stay straight. Lovely. Keep your hand on the shoulder, just going to make one noise if you sign it. Stay there and each foot is going to come between you. Hold up, only come around to the okay. We'll shoot the picture on the third one, okay? Everyone look to me, please stand up straight. Excellent. Thank you. Camera on. Perfect.
About your name, sign up. That one says
Everyone looking up, please. Okay. Thank you. Come back.
Mrs. Jopling, this is your wedding certificate and a small present. Daddy, you may kiss your bride.
Did you do that again? I didn't get it.
Bikini fish.
I wish you all the best and every happiness in your life.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Just going to do a little walk out to get the coach.
Lovely.
Alright, we'll go on, T2. Yeah. Should we be
No, not after that fruit cake again. While you get there. Okay, right, here we go. Look down what you're on a CD.
Whoa! Woo! Yeah! Oh, yuck.
That's alright, just because she'll just keep getting up and
Oh,
Thank you.
You tried to
No tongues.
No tongues!
Never left it.
You need to excuse a bit of paper here, so.
It's a shirt.
Hi, I'd first like to welcome and thank everyone for taking the time and trouble to come to Cyprus. I know this means a lot to Danielle and Gary and makes their day extra special knowing that so many people care about them. Some of you might be surprised that Danielle chose to get married abroad, but not me. I'm just surprised we're not in a beach in India. She always loved travelling and first got the bug at the age of 13, travelling to London on her own to visit her Uncle Gerald. Our gran and I waving her off with our hankies trying to hide our tears through false smiles. Danielle never looked back, travelling over the years to Canada, America and India on her own, and finally making her home in London, enjoying everything that the city had to offer a young, beautiful and ambitious girl. But I remember one trip that we made together to Canada when my sister was ill, and we were kindly invited to stay with a lovely old couple. And one of the first questions that they asked us was, have you made a list? And Danielle said, a list? What do you mean? A list of what you're looking for in a husband? No, said Danielle, I'll just know. We thought about it, we were on a holiday and we discussed it, and she said, tall, dark, handsome.
All went wrong, obviously.
Come on, I've taught you well.
And the ability to make her laugh were some of the attributes that she was looking for. But when I got home, I had some more time to think about it and decided to make my own list, as I knew it had to be someone very special for Danielle to love. I hunted for this list prior to coming here and managed to find it.
Oh, is it a short list?
Tall, dark, handsome, funny, strong, kind, hard-working. I've read and read this over the past few weeks, and I believe Danielle and Gary are a great match and complement each other perfectly. They're lucky to have a supportive family and some fabulous friends, some here today and others not able to make it, but whose thoughts are with you on this special day. Before I finish, one of the things at the top of both our lists was children and grandchildren, and I think you'll both agree they certainly have produced two beautiful, gorgeous boys who have done them both proud today, and I think this is I'll finish now by saying, Danielle, once again you've made your brother and I very proud. I love you. You could not look more beautiful or happier than you look today, and I raise my glass to both of you and Gary, and I hope you have a wonderful life together. To Gary and
Oh, she put out the
Cheers.
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 Well done.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. It's a great pleasure for me and my wife to share our special day. You've all travelled a long way to be here, and we really appreciate it. It wouldn't be the same without you, but it would be a damn sight cheaper. The don't get any better than that at all. So the next plan is you're going to have lots of toasts. And you're going to be firing off these drinks, okay? We first got engaged before Lewis was born and after Alastair's birth. We started to wonder whether we well, when we get onto my attributes, that may be one of them, right? So Danielle on a daily basis comes up with these crazy ideas, which I like to call Danielle's idea of the day. These usually range from basically the absolute ridiculous to complete madness. And I'm usually batting them off on a daily basis, no problems at all. And then she come up with the idea of let's get married abroad. I thought no problem, we'll get rid of that one straight away. No one will come, but it will be cheaper. But within she sent out some feelers, and within lightning speed, one Tanya, who's my old work partner, had booked up. And basically, it was done. I'm sure there was some sort of conspiracy, and this has become one of Danielle's great, one and only, Danielle's ideas of the day. On a serious note, we really appreciate everyone coming out here. It's not just family, it's old friends, new friends, and even the neighbours have come. So the first toast is going to Tanya for making it all happen! Now to the sad part, which I won't dwell on.
You're leaving her.
We get on to Patricia and Eva. No, not really. Unfortunately, it's not been possible for everyone to be here today, and obviously we've all lost loved ones, and we know, they're in our thoughts and in our hearts today. And the second toast is to go to absent friends and family. So absent friends and family.
Absent friends and family. God bless.
And now we'd like to say thanks to Patricia, the mother of the bride, and Eva, Cookie Pie, the grandmother of the bride. And they are AK, Mother of the Bridezilla, and Mother of the Mother's Bridezilla. I first met them when Danielle took me home for the first time, and I'm pleased to say it was a very pleasant experience. I was very surprised.
Now start telling the truth.
They very kindly made me welcome up there, supplying me with food, drink, all the time. There's something suspicious going on here. So much so, I thought they was going to make English foie gras out of me.
Try to cheer you up.
But their true motive did come out at the family do at the weekend. They got me thoroughly drunk as a skunk and in totally vulnerable position, and out it came the Jimmy suit, the one-pan tartan towel and the Jimmy hat. And even before I put it on, they was absolutely pissing themselves. So I'm sure I wasn't the first victim of that Jimmy suit.
Jimmy suit.
No, I didn't get it. Thanks, Fran. I'll get on to you in a minute, don't worry. And yeah, so I basically got round, I did my Highland jig, which went a bit like this. And they loved it, they absolutely loved it. And then my Scottish initiation was complete. But I'd like to personally thank all of the Scottish people here and Danielle's family. You've welcomed me into your family with open arms, And you know, I can honestly say I've enjoyed every single trip that we've had up in Scotland, but not as much as having a trip back to England. But the special thing is, no matter how bad it gets, whenever it gets a bit boring, someone always has a punch up. So I'd like to inform you that I'll be enrolled in an alternate fighting class so let's come on Christmas. See you at Christmas.
Boxing Day means.
Next post is to the Jimmy!
Sweeties.
Now there's an unwritten rule at weddings in relation to the etiquette and states that no one should look more handsome than the groom. So I'd like to thank all you men out there for and putting a lot of effort into uphold.
You must be feeling lousy then.
Meanwhile, all you ladies look amazing. Yeah, you look lovely, including bridesmaids, Fran and Claire. I'd like to
And Fran.
for thank you for looking after Danielle. And the answer is no, Fran, you cannot do 50 laps that pool after the speech, okay? So special thanks to you. So special thanks to the bridesmaids.
The prices.
Oops.
I'm busted.
Sorry, I slightly went out of tune there. And I missed the one and only Patricia and Eva. You've been a great support to us over the years. You've given us financial support. You've given us as much help as we could ever want from you, with the kids. And I really, truly hope that I can reciprocate this one day if ever you're in need.
Yeah, well, I hope.
Your love,
Well, I'll be tapping you.
your love for Lewis and Alistair is truly amazing, and obviously they absolutely adore you. And I personally will thank you for welcoming me into your family with open arms, and you've been absolute stars. For Outlaws, you are amazing. And I'm sure our relationship will grow stronger in the years. And I promise Eva that I will stop bringing up that story about frozen vegetables and the frozen seafood.
And the knickers.
But not just yet, obviously.
And the knickers.
And the knickers, right?
And basically, my promise is to you to protect and provide for Danielle as you would, and even more until the day she passes. Yeah. So next to Patricia and Eva.
Can I say a speech?
No.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, Gary.
He's very when he's giving him, lobbing it at him. There, it's a prize.
And now on to my dad. Mickey from Stoke Newington! As Mike from Chingford. It's not true. We had a chat some years ago. He told me the qualities I need to look for in a woman to make them a Jopling wife. He told me they needed to be a sex bomb, a good listener, a good cleaner, a good chef, a good mother, a good organiser, a good accountant, and most of all appreciative that they've bagged the Jopling man. At the time I didn't really understand what he was talking about, but as I find myself morphing into my dad, I am starting to understand. And as you can see in my brother, the transformation is complete. As Paula will testify, that we moan a lot, and basically we want everything done for us.
Are you a Jopling?
And I'd like to thank Kerry and Charlie for being amazing with our kids and providing additional support, and Stuart and Paula for providing an experience here and providing us great times with Harry, Sam and Alex. And last thank you to my dad. We've been through thick and thin. You are a great guy. You're an inspiration to me. And not just on your advice on finding a Jopling wife, which is very good, obviously. You've always been there when I've ever needed you. And no one is to listen to Danielle and Paula about my dad. At least for the rest of the evening, anyway. So, please raise your glasses to Mickey from Stoke Newington.
Thanks, Renee.
You get a prize too.
Wow.
Now to my wife, Mrs. Danielle Jopling. As you know, we all met. I met Danielle first in the CID at Bethnal Green in 2007, and she's gone on to describe our first encounter. She describes it as absolutely terrifying. Apparently, I walked into the office with a face on, threw my bag against the desk, and started moaning. I can't really believe it, because all you know me as a happy-go-lucky guy, very chatty, and basically the life and soul of the party. Over the ensuing months and years, I've worked hard to convince Danielle of this fact, and I'm sure must have been quite successful in convincing her, because I've managed to get this far amazingly. When I was looking for some material for this speech, I did actually ask Danielle what was the one thing that attracted me to you, and she said, your work ethic. How romantic. Slightly deflated, I put it down to being a miserable Scot. I've been rolled on the other fire, don't worry.
I've never known you, that's funny.
Danielle all the criteria of a Jopling wife, particularly sex bomb, but that's me to test out later.
You realise how hard it is to get that dress off? Or pull it out.
That's getting back tomorrow.
She tirelessly looks after not only Lewis and Alistair, but also her third child, me. You've given me two amazing boys. We have a wonderful family unit, which is only going to grow in the future. On behalf of myself, Lewis, Alistair, we welcome you to Team Jopling. As I stand here before you, you're probably thinking, I don't look my glowing, sprightly self. Well, you'd be right. Actually, I do feel a little bit jaded. I've worked tirelessly to organise this dream wedding for my wife. I've booked the venue, I've chosen the fuse, I've chosen Danielle's dress, I've picked the bridesmaids' dresses, I've handmade the invites, I've done her hair, I've done the icing on the cake, and finally I've sorted out Danielle's vajazzle. It does take a lot to organise a wedding, and Danielle has put her heart and soul into making this a perfect day, and it has been. And my true input has just been basically turning up today. I'm sure you'll all agree that Danielle looks absolutely stunning today. When you walked up the aisle.
And yesterday.
There's not a lot to say. I truly believe we are soulmates and we were meant to be together. Being able to now call you my wife is a privilege I will never tire from. And it's truly an honour for you to say you're my wife and I love you. Last toast is to the new Mrs. Jopling. the end.
You're going better that. You're going better that.
Alright?
Let them in. Then you can we back here without them.
All the time, baby.
Well, you can't help how you think.
The way you move me today,
Oh, I want one.
like you see right
Come on,
through
get
me,
them
you make
in.
it easier. Keep me the real after tonight. Oh, because you are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing. Ever happened. Baby, come along with baby. You know I hope and I pray that you believe me when I say this love is
Ladies and gentlemen, I need a good favor from you. In my spreadsheet is writing out our 31 others here. So I want all the couple up on the dance floor, please. I want at least 40 couples up on the dance floor. So guys, come on up. Come on the dance floor. Everybody, all the pairs. Come on.
Yo to your wife, Gary.
Good. Good, Cameron. Good, Cameron. Jimmy's still in it.
You're kicking someone in the nuts, mate.
Jerry! Hey! He's the Irish. No, he's Irish. They do this at primary school.
What do you do? What do you do? He's going to nut him in a minute. Cameron's going to nut him.
Yes!
Oh, he's just taking him out. Sorry, mate.
Oh, place going. Just sort of modified Okie Dokie, isn't it? Gerald's having it. Go on, Uncle Gerald. Hey! Mind your syrup, don't fall off.
It's wobbling. I got my pound up. Right. Pound on it.
In the pool.